Yeah, today I'm gonna be out here washing my car up a little bit, and I'm gonna actually chat with you guys. I don't know if I want to put this in here. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on the back of the truck. Yeah, but as you know, Dante, he just dropped another video. But in that video,
I already knew I had a feeling it was gonna be some good news, right? I had a feeling it was gonna be some good news.
he really didn't say much. He basically said everything that I've been saying, especially in my past few live streams. As you can see, he's saying words that he's never said before. Things like, I want to build a foundation with my content.
6 years, I kind of built my entire audience, my entire channel off my pain.
He's trying to say off my pain, but in all his videos, he was laughing and smirking the whole time. It wasn't true pain he was going through, but his illusion to make you think he was going through something. And then all of a sudden he's on to something else and he never cleared up what he just went through. He's done this about 4 or 5 times on his channel, and he's still sitting here right now telling you that I was doing true content when he knew he was lying in that content.
Off my struggle and off the things that I was going through in my life.
Okay, now I'm going to play that part over again. So you can see that each time he says, my pain, my struggle, he raises his eyebrows because that's almost like he wants you to believe it. He wants you to say, my pain, my struggle, it's a lie. Because he never had true pain and struggle over certain parts that he knew he was committing fraud on. He was doing that on purpose.
And I realized that it just wasn't a solid foundation. And I thought it was because whenever I would share like the worst parts of my life or the bad things I was going through, it would always keep people watching. It would always like grow my channel more.
If you watch my last live stream, which many of you probably didn't, you hear about the whole series I talked about. It was probably a 10-15 minute spill I did about building a foundation of content, having content that lasts forever. You can never have to delete it, always stay. People call it evergreen. That's what I was talking about in that live stream. Well, it's funny because now Dante's talking about that, which I think he should. He really should be considering that. I mean, there's too many people making content without considering where this stuff is going to go in a few years from now. And I've shown a few of my videos how they started out, low views, 100 views in like the first 60 days. All of a sudden they're at 110,000 views in the past year because it spikes like that. That's what evergreen content does. But he needs to start changing the direction of his content. And I'm glad he's changing the direction of his content, because if he's going to continue the path towards success, he can't keep gravitating towards poverty. It doesn't make sense for somebody to constantly keep trying to sell poverty, but yet selling themselves as a success story. It's like countering each other. You can't say, well, I'm successful, but I'm poor as hell. I keep getting evicted. I'm successful, but I'm losing my truck. I'm successful, but I can't pay my light bills. I mean, him and Dontay said the same thing. And the thing is, just like the shirt I wear, resist poverty, negotiate life. I've been wearing this shirt for about a year. Shirts that I make because I'm against poverty. I don't want Dontay to be poor. I don't want Dontay to be poor. I just want them to keep it 100 with the people that they're talking to on YouTube. That's it. Just keep it 100. You don't got to lie in order to survive in this world. And that's what scammers do. Scammers lie to survive. They feed you information that they know is wrong on purpose to get you to believe and to buy into a narrative that they're trying to sell you. And the narrative is usually to benefit them without you even knowing it. That's why it's called a scam. Because they're going to go, oh, yeah, help me with this, help me with that, blah, 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 because I need help with my rent and I can't afford breaks. But the whole time they're sitting on money while you're working to barely make it and barely survive. You're working and they're trying to tell you that you shouldn't work because it's a better alternative to do life how they do it. It's a scam. It's a complete scam. But the way that he was talking in that last video, he's talked like that before. Like I said, with my audit, you can see he's done it on about 4 occasions. But this time is a little different. And I'm going to say it's a little different because, well, from how it sounds, because he's now copying off of what my content is saying. He's copying off all the intellectual people. And if you don't know, I got a bachelor's degree in accounting, 4 years. I ended up working 20 years in corporate America in Las Vegas doing casino financial statements. I basically help millionaires make decisions on what to do with the money that we make in casino. That's basically what I did for a living. And I got paid pretty well. So I retired early. Now I work as a rideshare driver, but mainly I do private rides, which means people call me directly when they want to be taken in one of my cars, either the car or the big truck or the Jeep. They call me directly. I don't go through the app that often. But I go through the app when I'm not busy, or I just like need an extra $200. I'll turn the app on and work for a couple of hours, make a couple of $100, and I'm back. But that's what I've been doing for the last few days. I haven't been online. I've been working. But with Dontay, his content, he's now starting to realize that old heads that were feeding him false narratives, saying things like, oh man, you know, you should call Say Cheese, you should call Vlad TV. That's not a good way to live life. You can't survive like that. That's not real. What's real is bills, things that come in these mailboxes sitting in front of our houses. That's real. And a bill is not going to pay itself. So that means you need to get out and you've got to work to pay it. You've got to clean your cars up. You've got to, you know, take showers and wear clean clothes, not walk around in hoodies and goddamn skull caps trying to get jobs. I mean, all of that type of content and all that type of lifestyle, it's good for people to have content to critique you on. That's it. And it's to the point where people are upset at me even critiquing that type of content. Oh, you critiquing it too much. No, you're just watching it too much on my channel. I'm not critiquing it too much. I critique it based on how I want to critique it. Hey, now, if you, I critique it as much as I want to critique it. You don't have to watch it. So if you're saying I'm critiquing it too much, that means you're watching it too much for your liking. It's almost like if I drive this car more than I drive this truck, and somebody says, well, you driving that car that too much. For who? I mean, they're both my cars. I drive one as much as I want to. Is you don't have to watch me drive them. You can continue living your life and doing your thing. You don't got to tell me which car to drive, just like you're going to tell me what to make in content. That's something that's beyond your pay grade. So he knows that people will critique his content as long as it's negative content. When it's positive, nobody wants to watch it because it's not good for the internet to, you know, chat about. He needs to get a whole new base of just supporters. His old supporters, I call those people enablers. And the reason why I call them enablers is because they promoted his downfall and his poverty, and they promoted him not making money by only supporting that type of content. They kept enabling him, saying, hey, keep producing this type of content. We'll keep watching, knowing he wants to be a YouTuber. But they said the only way you're going to be a YouTuber is if you promote content that's trash content. If you promote good stuff, we're not going to watch it no more. Lose those type of subscribers. You don't want those on your channel. I mean, I got subscribers on my channel that hate that I make money. They try to call in, and I don't try to be like, okay, I'm poor now because I don't make money. No, I just keep making money. I don't care if you don't want me to make money. You want me to be poor? It's not going to work. I don't live like that. So what he needs to do is to get new subs on his channel. And the only way to do that is to get away from his old content. You get away from your old content, you start getting people who actually want to see you win, want to see you succeed, and support you win, support you succeed. And that's the biggest part, the support aspect. And they support you by watching your content even when you're going up. And there's a lot of dusties that come through my channel. They only watch the Dontay content and complain about the Dontay content on my channel. Oh, you only doing content about Dontay. Well, that's the only content you watch on my channel. I have other content. Oh, I don't want to see that content. Exactly. I'm like, this is how stupid they sound. They come on my channel telling me they only want to see Dontay content on my channel, but then tell me that I should be doing other content. But I have other content. You see, this is, and that's why I tell Dontay, these are the type of people that you have on your channel. They're not that intelligent. They want to see you struggle. They don't want to see you truly win. Don't worry about the content. I make about $300 to $500 a day driving these cars. About $300 to $500 a day driving these cars, and that's only on probably about a half a tank of gas. Half a tank of gas in this car probably cost me about $20, $25. So with $25, I can flip my money more than 10x, and that is probably closer to about $35, $40 for a half a tank. And I'm still making, like I said, $300 to $500 off of $40. So I can sit on YouTube all day, and I can end up making, you know, $50 based on views. I can make $50. Hey, somebody's dog is loose. Somebody looks like Sika. Yeah, so I can make $50 on content dealing with YouTube, or I can say, let me go make about 300 driving my car. So don't worry about views. Just do good content. I'm gonna move this out the way. Hold up. Yeah, don't worry about views. What this? Whose dog is this? He's gonna get run over. Hey, come here, buddy. Come here. Yep, you just like Sika. Now there's my dogs going. Hey, get over here. Come here. He's barking at me. Hey, come here. You're gonna get run over. Get your butt over here. He's barking at me like crazy. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come on. Hey, come here. Come here. I know you scared. Get over here. Come here. He keeps barking at me. Come on. Come on. He looks just like Sika. Let me show you what this dog looks like. Hold up. You see him? See that little dog right there? Let me see if I can zoom in on him. That little dog looks just like Sika, huh? Yep. He's scared. He don't want to come over here. Hey, come on. Come on. He's like, I'm out of here, bro. You're crazy. Yeah, he gonna end up getting run over. All right. No, but that's the deal about, Dontay's content. He's got to figure out his crowd. The crowd he currently has on this channel is not a good crowd. These are enablers. They are not a good influence on productivity going forward. They're not good for that. They want to see trash content. That's what they want to see. I want to see content that lasts forever on your channel. And I don't mean just walking around with the camera up your nostrils. That shit, get over that. Quit doing that. You need to have some type of content that is productive, not I'm going to teach you a lesson. Don't teach people shit. You're too young to teach people shit, honestly, and you don't know enough to teach people shit. So stop with that whole I'm going to teach you and inspire. That's a lazy ass way to do it. Go buy a set of tools. Work on that damn Dodge Ram. Change the brake on that Dodge Ram and say, this is how you change the brakes on a Dodge Ram, and put that shit on your channel. That right there will get you subscribers in that niche. Working on cars, working on Dodge Rams, putting on brakes. It'll get you in that niche. Quit with this walking around being lazy shit with sunglasses on thinking you're a superstar. That's not the way a man should be. That's some woman shit. For real, real talk, that's woman shit. You got a big ass Dodge Ram. Pop the hood, change the alternator. Say, this is how you change the alternator on a Dodge Ram. Do it. Put that as your content. Guaranteed in a year, that video will have 150,000, 200,000 views on it. That's money. That's your savings account. All the work I do on these cars is my retirement account, because those views just keep racking up. They're constant views. I don't got to worry about shit every month. I know how many views they're going to get. I know how much, and all they do, they just stay in the algorithm. So when you start doing content like that, that's how you know you're going to become a certain type of YouTuber. Look at YouTube channels for Dodge Rams. I mean, quit trying to be a lazy ass. That's your part. That's the main problem with you. You're a lazy person with lazy people as your subscribers. Everybody's lazy. And everybody wants to be like, oh, Dontay, you don't have to do nothing energetic. You don't got to do this. You don't got to do that. No, you do. Trust me. I'm going to move this camera real quick to the other side. Yeah, I'm just cleaning this thing up today. Got to clean her up. Got to clean her up. So let's sit this right about here. Yay. There we go. I'm just cleaning the wheels off. It's probably going to end up raining today anyways. I don't care. But you got to get you some content that has a different crowd than the loser crowd, than the Dusties. Because the Dusties are lazy. They want to use you as a reason for why they don't have to get up and get a job. Well, Dontay did it. I can do it if Dontay did it. I can start a channel and quit my job. I don't got to work. Trust me. Nobody wants a lazy ass. And they see you, when they see you winning, they leave. They leave your channel immediately. That lets you know them ain't your people. Those ain't your people right there. If they leaving that quick, them ain't your people. You want somebody who's going to be like, you know what? I appreciate you, dropping this video, showing how to survive, how to succeed, how to make it, because now I'm making it. Appreciate it. How you doing this? How you doing that? Because now I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But all this poverty shit and trying to appease the people who are broke and enjoy being broke to appease the hood people, get out of the hood, man. That's the trick. Get out of the hood. Get you a page big enough to generate enough income to potentially buy you a house, but you got to have a job too. That's the only downside for you, is you need to start working. Get out, get a job, get into the system, because when your YouTube channel pops and when you want to go buy a house, you can't buy one right now because you don't have any work history. Even if you had 20% down, they're going to say, well, where do you work? I don't work. I can't sell you a house. Sorry. You need to have at least, you know, work history. So even though you walking around saying, well, I could afford it, they don't care. Do you work? Do you have a job? Do you have something stable going on in your life? Now you can go buy a house. I'm telling you, man, you got people on your channel sitting there telling you to contact Say Cheese and all these weird fucking things. Don't do that with your life, man. Don't do that with your life. Get out there and do it right. Do it right. Yeah, now she's nice and cleaned up. Might take her out today to go make a little money. Take her out and make some bank today. How about that? So I'm gonna drive this big ass truck. Yeah, she's looking good. So, like I said, that's basically, you know, my video for today. I just wanted to chat with you guys as I was out here cleaning my car up. But this is how I start my days. I already ate breakfast. I cleaned my kitchen up and everything. And we was having a over on Renzo page, the LZBH reactions or HB reactions. It's LZ Heartbreak Reactions, LZHB. He had there was a girl on his channel, and he was reviewing her content as she was saying she need a man that's gonna pay her bills, pump her gas, do all of this stuff. I asked the question, when's the last time you made a man a dinner? When's the last time you said, hey babe, you want me to move the cars out the way for you? I mean, let me move this up, let me switch cars around. When's the last time you said, you want me to come over and do your laundry? If you ain't done none of those things for a man, you can't expect a man to do nothing for you. Everybody's in it for self right now. I make my own breakfast, lunch, dinner. I do my own laundry. I move my own cars. I don't pay shit for nobody because I'm not going to think just because you're a woman and you cute, you deserve what I got in my pockets. Fuck that. There's a lot of women out there thinking like that. I'm not going to go broke playing that game right there. I'm fully capable of moving every car. I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 cars on my property right now. 7. You think I'm gonna be doing all this shit by myself and paying you? Man, Renzo, keep making them videos, brother. Keep making them videos. And that girl was young. She was clearly in her 20s. These young girls need to learn. There's men out there that have the potential to buy property this big ass. And now, like I said, I got 7 cars. I can still fit 8, pushes up 9, 10. I can fit 10 cars on my property. 10. So I can go out shopping soon. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm saying, keep putting the videos out, man, because these young girls out there, they need guidance. They need to know that there are real men, not even my age range. I'm only 52. Now, there are men that are, 32 with what I got. When I was in my 30s, when I was 28, renting a nice big house about the size of this. When I was about 34, I was renting 2 houses. One was a 3-car garage, one was a 2-car. I was renting 2 houses at once. So there are young men that got money like how I got. I'm retired living like this now. So I'm retired living like how I was when I was working hard. Now I got money that I invested and I could do shit with, which is why I'm telling Dontay, people like him, don't waste your youth chasing fame. You could be out there solidifying stuff. Like you hear him talk about foundations in his content. Foundation. That's the shit I say in my content if you watch my live streams. So he's watching them. I ain't giving him no advice, but he's watching them and he's like, I need to move a little different. Yeah, you need to move a little different. Because if you're going to make it somewhere, you got to make it. Don't keep saying you're going to do it. Don't keep saying you're going to make it. Don't keep saying you're going to do it. You just got to get up and go do it. Because all these people out there, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to plan on this. I'm going to plan on that. You don't want to keep saying that because at some point, people going to realize you full of shit. They're going to be like, oh, man, you keep saying you're going to do something, but you ain't doing shit. Every time you turn around, you saying you're going to do something, but, man, you keep saying you're going to do something new because you never finish your job. You never finish doing what you said you was going to do. So you can't do that. You can't do that. At some point, you gotta actually finish. All right, let's move this car back. Let's get this car moved out the way. So at some point, you gotta finish the job. It's gonna rain today. That's cool. All right, let's go. All right, yeah, you gotta at least finish the job. You gotta do something. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. All right, so there she goes. She's all clean. Well, it's about as clean as she gonna get because it's gonna end up raining today. If you can look around, you can see all these dark clouds moving in. All of those dark clouds. Yeah. So it's definitely gonna end up raining at some. It might even sprinkle. Might sprinkle today, but I'm not about to mess with these cars. I gotta cover the bins up. I wiped this down already last night, but you can see like where I drove through rain. You can see some of the rain. Come on, man, it's all jacked up. I'll get these cars together though, but. Get it right, get it right. If this is your first time at the barbecue, go on have a seat and let me make your plate. We still related because your baby mama, mother, brother steady calling me cuz we at the barbecue. Let me get a rib in the plate. It's like a black block party and I'm showing up late. I'm in my Beamer. Grandpa be giving me pound. Looking at my stock wheels, you know how we get down. Come and gather round, skin tone and different complexion. Niecy hug a baby looking like a mama reflection. Resurrection of the realest, illest. We be the old heads, poets, wiggle liquor on the ground for our folks dead. I ain't even tripping off the drama Uncle Joe said. Better do them dishes, get you slapped across your forehead. Stunting in my pro kids, running with kids. Left the streets for the sweets, now I'm running the biz. I'm the whiz, scarecrow like Mr. Michael Jackson. If you looking for that work and I'm looking for that action, you can ease on down to the yellow brick road. Once I get to going in, then you better hold on. I'm that old school killer, lyrically a machete, defying every lion coming out the Serengeti. Hey, pass me that spaghetti, I ain't done with it yet. You better ask somebody, you ain't ready for jet. I'm that old school chef. Catch me grilling while I'm looking all around up in the spot. Now I got you suckers cooking at the barbecue. Gonna and grab you a plate. On Teresa chocolate cake, got you watching your weight. We at the barbecue. I done told you before, I'm about to drop this mic and get a plate to go. We at the barbecue. Shout out to all the new subscribers out there dropping on the channel, knowing how we cook around here, enjoying just laughing, clapping, having a good time. I appreciate it. Every time you get to the end of one of my videos, I'll always have something nice for you to listen to. Who's on out? We at the barbecue. We at the barbecue. This is how we do. We at the barbecue. Marcus Murray, always in the cut. Go check my man out on TikTok. He always dropping something new. Man, I love his productions. Always smooth and always old school, baby.